Hey everyone, so this is going to be a bit different than my usual videos because in this one I just want to give you a few resources that should be interesting to you if you are looking to get into trailer music. And this list is not meant to be exhaustive or anything like that. Mainly been focusing on smaller channels because I know that there are some bigger channels out there that you will probably already heard of, so maybe there's something new in there for you. So the first channel is Trailer Music School by Richard Schrieber, who is a very successful trailer music composer. This channel is especially interesting because Richard is one of those guys who gets placements all the time, and he actually does walkthroughs of some of the tracks that he had placements with. So this is very interesting that you can see which tracks have actually been used in trailers and also how he made those tracks. I think that's some information that's usually going to be very difficult to come by. And the good thing is also that Richard does a lot of different types of trailer music. So he does a lot of very organic horror sound design type tracks, but he also has piano pieces and string pieces and more lighthearted stuff. So there's a lot of variety in there, and no matter what kind of stuff you're interested in, you will probably find examples for it on his channel. And he also has a podcast for this, so if you need something to listen to, then this is a great option as well, because he also does a lot of interviews that are both on his YouTube channel and on his podcast. Then the next channel is by Maas, who is a German trailer music composer, also very successful, and he also owns his own label, Audio Attack. Especially if you're looking through his older videos, you will see that he has a lot of tutorials there. If you just go to his playlist, then you see this How to Coaching Sessions playlist, and this is just tutorials on different trailer music related stuff like mixing and mastering and walkthroughs, and he also, I think, does some tracks from scratch, and you can pretty much get a lot of insight into how he works. And he also has a podcast on sync music, sync licensing, but that's only in German. And also both Michael and Richard offer paid courses. So I guess if you like their videos and want to dive a bit deeper, then you can have a look at that. But they also give a lot of information away for free on their YouTube channels. And the next two channels are a bit smaller ones. The first one is by Sigurd, who is also a trailer composer and sound designer. And he has a few videos on there where he does walkthroughs of tracks that have been placed, similar to what Richard does. And so this is very interesting as well, if you're just interested in knowing how different composers work and how they build up their trailer tracks. The next one is the channel of Totino, who unfortunately doesn't have a lot of videos on his channel. In fact, I think it's only these 6 here. They're all fairly long and so very thorough, so you can see a lot of his workflow and how he creates his tracks. He has walkthroughs and mixing tips and mastering tips in there, so there's a lot to learn from that channel as well. And the next one is not a small channel by any means. This is Trailer Music Weekly. And this one I think is very interesting and helpful if you're looking to get into trailer music, because they post a lot of tracks that have actually been placed in trailers. So as you can see, for instance, this one has been placed in a specific campaign. You can get a lot of information from these channels, like which kind of tracks have been placed recently, maybe what kind of trends there are. And it's also very interesting to kind of be able to hear the full track and then look for the trailer that it's been used in, and then just kind of see what the editors did with the track, which parts they used, which parts they didn't use, what kind of cut and hit points they used and stuff like that. And for instance, this track here is a track by Sigurd, and he has, I think, a walkthrough for this one, on his channel. So that's very interesting as well. So I hope that some of these channels are new to you, and I hope that you will get a lot of useful information from them.